Hi everyone, today we are here with Sam Panwar. Sam, can you give us a little interview of your current QA role and projects and a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, sure. Hey, Christian. Glad to see you here. I'm the ITQA manager for Holiday Inn Club Vacations. It's a timeshare company based out of Orlando, Florida, right? And we are a heavy Salesforce and Microsoft shop. So we have around 300 microservices, and thus our QA team is heavily involved into API testing and automation. We also work, from end-to-end coverage for our various business-oriented Salesforce applications. My team and I focus a lot on testing procedures, providing performance testing matrices for all of our major releases, and um, and basically we have worked heavily with some of keyword-driven and data-driven frameworks like Cypress, Robot Framework. So it's a very matured QA practice we have here at Holiday Inn Club Vacations.
Yeah, that sounds like some really interesting work and some pretty high level software testing. Um, Going off that, so what made you want to start on your journey of getting seven different ISTQB certifications?
Honestly, initially it was just, like, how to say it. I was intrigued, what ISTQB is offering us, especially when a lot of roles I was applying in early age of my career were requiring a ISTQB certification as, preferred certifications to have. From there, went over with foundation, and then I realized how effective the exams and questions were. Like they were not simply, hey, what is the full form of this, or how do you define that? They were actual scenario-based conditions questions where they test you based on your practical knowledge. So you literally need some experience even to go through certain examinations, right? So after from there, my end goal was to be a test architect or director of testing technology, somewhere around that role. And I love how ISTQB created the portfolio of certifications and organized them into these specializations, right? Like agile, like automation, like performance testing. So I think that's where I've fell in love with the certifications and the kind of quality they were bringing up, in their exams and all. So
Yeah, that's a great reason. I'm sure a lot of people agree with you and find that same sort of value in these exams and what they provide. So how do you think that it has helped you in your day-to-day as an IT QA manager?
whenever you reach a management position, if your vocabulary makes sense to your audience, to your stakeholders, they'll take you seriously. And that's where I take how ISTQB is so beneficial because it gives you the vocabulary, it gives you that lingo to even talk, in a senseful manner so that your audience understands what you're talking about. They know that you know what you're saying, right? And then that you understand the processes, various quality assurance processes and practices out there. So basically, these certifications that equip me with that comprehensive, understanding of testing principles, best practices. They not only help me to lead my team because all of my team members, they're coming from different roles and experiences and all. Many of them are bringing their own, varied experience. So when they see me sharing certain best practices and processes which even they didn't know about, and I learned through ISTQB, that just takes the whole standard of quality assurance to a different level.
Yeah, that's great. I'm glad to hear that these have helped you in your experiences working. So with all these different exams that you've taken, this is a double question, but how have you prepared for all these various exams from foundation to these more advanced exams, and which exams required the most preparation?
So first of all, kudos to ICQB and then to ASTQB because I think I need to refer both by because ICQB does that sample examination with syllabus, right? You find both documents on their platform, but then ASTQB went a step ahead and they created their own versions of some sample exams, which I found really, really helpful because you do require at least two sample papers. So the way I used to do is I used to take a printout of syllabus, read that syllabus twice, and between each reading, I'll solve one sample paper to just understand where I where I'm right, where I lie and all. And then accordingly, you can, focus on some critical chapters or sections of the syllabus more and read through that, right? So the sample papers does help a lot, and the syllabus is itself is so thorough. To be honest, they can simply convert that into a testing guide. They are so good, and and I won't lie, right? I have used other platforms like Udemy. Udemy has some good courses where some of our fellow quality assurance technocrats have shared their experiences, their courses, and some of them have some of their sample exams which they put online. So all of this collectively has helped me a lot, right? But I must say that reading syllabus is must, because you will find 80 to 85% of questions directly coming from the syllabus sections. And in terms of the second question, where what I found difficult, to my surprise, I think agile technical tester was uh, a difficult version of, because I know there is an agile tester exam too, but agile technical tester takes it to another level. And you literally need to understand how a technical scrum master or a technical project manager would think, plus having testing knowledge. So then automation engineer, great amount of practical questions come in that, a lot of scenarios, right, come into that. So I think these two exams and maybe third one will be performance testing. They were really like difficult ones.
Yeah, and those are some tough exams, and your experience studying sounds like, from what we've gotten feedback from other people, studying the syllabus, practice exams, and then using something like Udemy to help get some extra preparation. So with all of your knowledge on these different exams and what different exams you've taken, would you recommend other people to get their ISTQB certification from ASTQB?
Oh, absolutely. I think ASTQB has because I'm from India, right? Like I have seen how Indian testing board also works. So, and looking at that and what ASTQB brings on table, like for sure, the ASTQB first of all, whole accessing exams, booking exams, right? The whole process itself is so smooth, right? Then and ACQB keeps themselves up to date. Like I talked about their sample exams, I talk about the content. They keep updating us and their website. I think it's really great. The another factor is the support. People don't realize, and I don't know how many people have used, but I've used ASTQB and AT SQA both support quite frequently, and they are very responsive. Like the turnaround time of their response would be maybe less than 6 hours, right? And like you will get your issue resolved right away. And scheduling exams, rescheduling exams, all of it. I think all these small factors do add up to your experience on what testing body you want to use and go with it. And for me, hands down to the quality of support they provide. I think I'll really recommend everyone, especially who are professionals in US, to go for them and and to seek their help for any questions or doubts they have.
Yeah, those are some great reasons, and touching on the different benefits you get from ASTQB and our exam provider at SQA. So do you have plans to get more certifications in the future? Are there any you're studying for? Any you have your eyes on?
Oh yeah, and because test manager, or which actually is called now test management, they revise the syllabus and everything. So I'm my exam is literally like 2 weeks out from now. So I think March 17 is when I'm appearing for it, and I'm prepping for it. I'm looking forward to it, and that's eventually has kept me excited for last couple of months.
Yeah, that's awesome, and good luck on that, obviously.
Absolutely.
Lastly, have you found this journey of getting these different certifications and learning and expanding your testing knowledge, you found it rewarding and fulfilling?
I would say yes, and the reason for being is just not only the personal knowledge which I've gained. It's about the exposure of the new practices, the new processes, the new nomenclatures and other things which the syllabus. And the best part is they keep revising, the syllabus for most of their exams. So you are literally up to date. And just to add to that point, we just there is a partner program for ISTQB, right? So after appearing for these exams, I made my whole onshore team. They went for their foundation exams and all of them got certified, right? We are in process of getting certifications done for our India delivery center. So they'll get certified. And after that, we are pursuing our ISTQB partnership with ISTQB. So it won't happen if we won't find value, right? All of this, our management, everyone is actually saying now. They see, ISTQB as a proper body. They see ASTQB as a great American, uh, testing body. And then I think uh, it just speaks about the quality they are bringing into this quality assurance, which is a very underrated field in software development, but people only realize it when they jump into it, that how complex and critical it is to whole software development.
Yeah. That's great to hear. Is there any last things you'd like to tell people? Any last little tidbits of wisdom from an experienced software tester?
Yeah, I would say that first of all, stop calling QAs tests, like testers, because quality assurance itself, and this is where ISTQB brings it. If you look at the portfolio, they tell about that how vast the quality assurance can be, right? You can you there is tremendous amount and opportunity of getting a career into this field, and the certifications, it's not just simply a paper. It's basically the skills which we don't get during our college. I have two masters, to be honest, but they never taught about us about much about testing practices and uh, 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 processes. So these certifications are your way to get into those un, um, uncharted territories of software development. And I just wish anyone who is hearing this, or who is actually pursuing ISTQB or is looking forward to it, good luck, because this literally will change and open a lot of doors for you.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you so much for your time today, Sam. I'm sure people will love hearing what you had to say and really appreciate the feedback from someone who has done so much of this, so many of the certifications through ISTQB.
I appreciate Christian for the opportunity and look forward, some more interactions in future. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely.